Welcome to Wealth Coffee Chats, folks, for your daily live updates. Get the most out of today's episode by participating in the chat. Make sure you ask some questions, be part of the conversation, have a bit of fun, grab a coffee or a tea, take some notes, and get ready to start your day, folks. Quick few housekeeping rules, though. No spamming, no advertising or self-promotion in the chat. That's not on. Be kind and respectful to everyone when participating. And most of all, have a good time. Real estate investing can be your biggest asset. It also can be your most expensive asset when it comes to getting it right or getting it wrong, folks. It can be time-consuming, stressful, and that's why here at Positive, we have what's called a 6-star team, a full-service team that provides integrated wealth and property investing solutions and services simply designed to help you progress towards your goal of passive income through your property portfolio, folks. Make sure you check out our other podcasts on the Positive Mentor Network. Not only is there Wealth Coffee Chats, there's the Urban Property Investor. Drops every Wednesday with straight talking investing strategies and lessons with Sam Saggers. Property Investor Tales. This is where our clients, you guys, share real life stories from property investing, hosted by some of our advisors and strategists. And that's done every fortnight, dropping every Monday. Wealth, Wine and Wisdom, folks, that debriefs the week that was in the world of finance and property, hosted by yours truly, Jason Witten and Andy Fenton on Fridays. Hey, good morning, folks.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another Wealth Coffee Chat.
Hope you're well, folks, wherever you are.
There it is, team. Morning. Morning, wherever you're tuning in from today.
Early bird gets the worm, they say. Here at Positive, we offer a 6-star team. It's a team that help you at every stage of your wealth creation journey.
Morning, all. Welcome to another edition of, welcome to Friday Finance edition of Wealth Coffee Chat. As you know, we're only a couple of weeks away from the property summit. So if you haven't got tickets, they are actually running out really fast. So I would encourage everybody to jump at this opportunity to have to learn more about the Australian property market and the strategies for lifelong wealth through investment. There'll be some amazing industry acclaimed speakers, and also our expert 6-star team will be also presenting. Now, if you are into property and you want to network with like-minded individuals, then reserve your ticket. I will drop a link to the chat and I will show you a quick video of the event from last year.
This is going to be fun. Who has played the property game before? Who has been in the game? Who's never played the property game before? Oh, you're in for a treat. Who likes Monopoly? Did anyone like Monopoly when they were a kid? Well, this is Monopoly in real life in this room. Every hour or so, you guys are going to be up and you're going to be running around the room like maniacs trying to play the property game and win the property game.
Today, I wanted to share the lessons, the mistakes, and the wins.
I want everybody to put up their hands who knows their interest rates on all their loans right now.
If you haven't seen me around before, like 13 years in the industry, in property management specifically.
Who likes paying tax? If you need help finding somewhere to donate, I'm sure I can find somewhere else where it can go.
We've got an expression in that, let's go and make new mistakes in the world. Who wants to make new mistakes?
These are just strategic moves that can make such a big difference.
So obviously buy well, never sell. Definitely the majority of what everyone's looking to do is collect some A-grade assets, B-grade assets, whatever it might be.
I loved the idea of being a property investor and developing that identity.
Collectively, they have way more years experience in everything that you think you're trying to solve. Because they do it every single day.
Once again, it is tickets. Spaces are actually running out really quick, so absolutely jump in and get the tickets to secure your spot at the event. Morning, Tim. Thanks for joining. I told my broker I wanted a house with no strings attached. He gave me a floating rate. As always, I love to start with a joke on Friday. Just in some news this week, the Victorian government has extended its stamp duty concessions for another year on all their off-the-plan apartments, units, and townhouses. So just to note that the stamp duty concessions does not cover a house and land package or homes, just apartments, units, and townhouses. So that's another great win for those purchasing property in Victoria. It can be either a investment or an occupied. Morning, Justin. Thanks for joining me. Now, what I have noticed this week is that banks have been dropping their fixed rate, and also that the lenders have been introducing lower interest rates for new to bank clients. What that means is if you are getting a loan with the lender now, they're actually offering cheaper rates than what is available for the existing clients. Now, the interest rate that they're offering now is outside of the interest rate cuts from the RBA that we are expecting next week. That means that the gap between those who are coming into the bank and those who are existing with the lender is increasing, and it is an opportunity for existing clients to go back to their lender or speak to their broker and actually renegotiate existing rates. It is an opportune time for you to actually renegotiate without having to wait for the RBA to offer their rate cuts. I would probably say that since the RBA meeting next Tuesday, then I would probably wait until we hear what the RBA says before you go back and negotiate with your lenders. But it is a good idea to keep an eye on what they're offering what rates they're offering to new clients, so you could use that rate and negotiate your existing rate. Again, I've gone through this a few times, but just a reminder, when you're negotiating rate, you call the banks and negotiate the rate. Get your broker to call the bank, contact the bank and negotiate your rate. And then if you're not getting the rates that you would like, then contact the bank and ask them to send you a discharge form. And the discharge form will trigger the bank's retention team to give you a call to have a discussion, and they are usually able to offer you an even better discount if the first two options hasn't offered rates similar to what they're offering to new clients. So reach out, I think, over the next couple of weeks as we hear news from the RBA, but also as the lenders push out their rates. Make sure that you get an idea of what new rates are being offered to new clients so that you can use that. The other thing that I've been speaking to clients about over the last week or so is that loan structures are set up. So loan structures are if you've got your home loan, you want to use some of the equity. So we set up a separate loan for the deposit and the cost for the purchase of an investment property, and then you've got another loan against the investment property. So in a lot of cases, if you own two properties, you can end up with three different loans. Now, we often talk about having your home loan at one lender and having your investment loan at another lender. But sometimes the reality of that is that we don't have as many options in terms of lenders. And by forcing ourselves to go to two different lenders may result in us getting a loan at a much higher rate or not being able to get the loan. So when we initially do the loan for you, we may require to have both your home loan and your investment loan all at one lender. And it's not to say we have to keep it at that lender. And this is what I encourage everybody to do is, on top of reviewing your interest rates, you need to have a discussion with your lender. To have a discussion with your broker about the current loan structure. Now, we've got clients who are coming off house and land packages. So we've put them in a particular structure to be able to borrow. And now that the property is being built and it's actually been rented out, we are reviewing it so that we can see if there's any equity or see if we can restructure the current loan. It may be in a situation where we want to keep all the existing splits, but we want to increase the investment loan so that we could use the additional funds and park it in your offset account so that it's ready for the next investment property that you're looking to purchase. This conversation doesn't actually have to be a long conversation, but we do want to know, as brokers, we do want to know that what your next goal is and how we're going to set that up to be able to achieve that. Yeah, Tim, absolutely. I mean, Tim just said sometimes you don't get to choose a serviceability serviceability between each of the between the different lenders doesn't enable to always choose the different banks. My point is that just because we went in that particular loan structure, it doesn't mean you have to stay in that loan structure. And it may take a few steps to get to the ideal loan structure, but it is an understanding of sometimes we have to sacrifice having loans at different lenders or having securities at different lenders for the ability to achieve the goal at that time, which is to be able to borrow and actually complete the purchase of the property. Once we own the property, then we can look at slowly moving the structures to the ideal structure in the following years. So that's what I would encourage everybody to take some time and actually understand the loan structures and actually spend, let's just say every year, a 5-minute conversation with your broker to go, can you check my loan structure? Is it appropriate for me now? And how do I set myself up for, potentially any future property purchases? So that was my recommendation. Have a wonderful Friday and enjoy your weekend. Once again, I just want to remind you quickly, tickets for the Property Summit are almost completely sold out. So if you haven't secured your seat, I will put a link in the chat again for the tickets. And I look forward to catching up with you all next week. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Bye.
Thanks for watching another episode of Wealth Coffee Chat, folks. Make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you never miss a thing when we go live. Improve your portfolio and investing game, folks, with Wealth Coffee Chats live every morning at 8:10 each weekday. Make sure you join us. Previous episodes are also available wherever you get your podcasts, folks, as well as our other podcasts from the 6-Star team here at positivementor.com.au.